Now, what's the love life like for Leona right now?
Good. I'm just focusing on myself right now. I think that's the main thing.
Anybody special in your life right now?
Maybe.
I'll take that as a yes then. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play the song. It's released on the 7th of October. This is the new single from Leona Lewis. It's Trouble. New song from Leona Lewis. That's Trouble. It's out on the 7th of October. And she's joining me in the studio tonight. Late Night Graham Torrington, BBC WM 95.6. There's a pretty raunchy video that goes along with this as well, isn't there?
It is a bit raunchy. I wanted it to reflect the song, so it was quite weird because I had to have these really intense scenes with someone that I didn't know that well. So
that person will be Carlton Hayes, yes?
Yes, yeah. And he's quite a well-known actor, so he just brought such great emotion.
Did you handpick him?
Yeah.
Why? Why
Because
him?
he's a really good actor. He's just the kind of image that I kind of wanted to have for the video, and most of all, he's a good actor. And yeah, he was getting really intense and shouting in my face, and then we were really intimate, kissing, and then it was really angry at each other. So
it's quite aggressive, the video, isn't it?
It does have an aggressive side, but it's also got a really tender side too. I wanted to show all the emotions that you go through when your relationship's kind of breaking up.
Well, recently the government have talked about broadening the definition for domestic violence, and it's something I've been talking about on the show quite recently, actually. And do you think this, because of the way you put the video together, this kind of represents a lot of relationships right now?
I think that when people get angry, that sometimes they do crazy things, and I think that in the video it was a true representation of kind of what happens when you're in love and everything's perfect, and then it starts to go wrong, and then there's cracks appearing, and then there's arguments, and it's definitely a representation. Well, the new album is Glass Heart, which is out the following week. You've worked with some homegrown talent on this. Emily Sandé, I have,
to name but one.
Emily Sandé, Fraser T. Smith, Naughty Boy. A lot of great UK
Are these people that you picked yourself to work with you?
Yeah. People that I really get along with, can write with really well, and that are just obviously really talented.
Emily Sandé's had a great year. I mean, she kicked off the year with the Brits, of course, and she had a great summer on the opening ceremony, and I think the closing ceremony of the Olympic Games as well. So she's had a massive year, and I believe that you and her are going to get together for maybe a Christmas #1. Is that right? Am I hearing stories about this?
Yeah, I've heard rumours about that too. I'd love to do something with her, but for now it's just kind of talk.
Is that talk, or is that maybe a little bit more than talk?
Oh no, it's rumours. I just found out about this a few days ago. Someone was like, "Oh, you're doing a duet with Emily," but I would absolutely love to. Maybe it will happen.
And how would Simon feel about that?
I think he'd love it. He loves Emily. He really likes her writing.
Tell me about the album. What's the album about? This is your third studio album, right? Okay. And how different is this album to previous albums?
Well, this album's definitely a progression musically. It's kind of mixed a lot of live with electronic beats, and it's a little bit 80s influenced as well. And it's kind of just an album that I've been able to take my time on and really work on each song, tailoring them to exactly what I wanted it to be, and really pouring my heart and soul into it. And it was a way of me healing myself also, because of the things that I'd been through in my personal life. And
are you in a better place now than where you were?
Oh, 100%, yeah, than a couple of years ago. I'm in such a good place right now. Really happy.
What is it you're looking forward to more than anything at the moment? Obviously, a success with the album, yes.
Yeah, hoping that everything goes well, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to tour as well. I think for me, it's all about getting out there and performing live, and that's the main thing that I love doing. Well, you're here at the BBC today, and whilst you were walking in there's quite a few of your fans actually collected outside there. How good is that for you to still know that they're there and they are supporting you? Because, when you're on X Factor, you've got your ready-made audience there. They're screaming, they're shouting, it's the hype, whatever. But you've come here today and your fans are following you around. Yeah, I've got a really solid group of people that always support me, and I'm so lucky for that. They come out and they'll be there with their like CDs and records, and it's just so sweet, and they're always there. And that's what I love about online, like Twitter and things, because you can kind of keep in touch with everyone and let everyone know what's going on, and really feel the support.
Have you suffered with Twitter at all? Lots of stars have in the past, haven't they?
Do you mean like people...
Trolls and things like that, and people saying horrible things,
Had a few, comments. Lots. I mean, it happens, but I kind of just ignore it or delete it.
Life's too important, really, isn't it?
I know, it's like, you're sitting at home being really sad right now. I feel a bit sorry for you.
Well, of course, you're here in the West Midlands right now, and lots of my listeners will want to know, you talked about touring there a few moments ago. Mm-hmm. What's the expectation for gigs here in the West Midlands?
Well, I'd love to do a whole UK tour, and I got to tour about 2 years ago, and it was the best, the highlight of what I've done so far, so I really want to come back and do it.
Do you like doing the live stuff?
Yeah, that's my favourite part.
Obviously you like the recording, but you do like being on stage.
I love being creative and being in the studio, but then there's just something about performing live. Like, that's what I grew up doing. I was always on stage, and that's what I love.
So the future then, the immediate future is the album.
Yeah, album releases, then I'll have some gigs, some shows, and hopefully, a tour.
A tour? Acting in the future? Is that something you've ever considered?
Maybe, especially since I've done this past video. I kind of...
You like that, didn't you?
Yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah?
Wouldn't mind dabbling.
Back to America soon as well?
Probably next year at some point, yeah.
Well, I'm famous for playing love songs on the radio, and I know there's one particular song. Yours are all brilliant, of course. I have to say that because you sat here, but they are anyway. But if you could pick one particular love song that you put on for whatever reason at whatever time, what song would that be and why?
For me, my favourite would be Des'ree, Kissing You, just because her voice on that song is so powerful and moving. It makes me cry, and just think it's such a beautiful lyric as well. Is
it something you've thought about singing yourself? Have you ever sung it?
I've sung it like at shows before, but I wouldn't cover it, I don't think, because the original's just too amazing.
What do you think about cover versions?
Oh, I love covers. I like to do covers that are like that a guy's done or a band has done, so that I can completely make it into my own. I think it's quite hard covering something that another female artist has done.
Well, Leona Lewis, thank you very much for coming onto the show tonight. The new single Trouble is out on the 7th of October, and the album is out the following week.
Yes.
And Glass Heart is the album. Mm-hmm. Wish you all the best, and looking forward to that big tour and you coming back to the West Midlands as well. And I'll play for you now, Des'ree, while you drink your cup of tea. All right?
Thank you.